90 days, Jordan, Lauren declared, sliding the sheriff's notice across my pine table with the satisfaction of someone finally proven right. You ignored the payments on Dad's secured advance. The land's going sheriff's sale. We told you organic farming was a fantasy, should have stayed in consulting like we planned. Mother hovered near the wood stove, fingers laced tight. We're only trying to save you from yourself, she said, voice soft as cashmere. Some dreams need to end before they ruin you. They had come to witness the fall of the daughter who'd said no to the MBA, the downtown loft, the life they'd curated. The one they mentioned in careful, pitying tones at reunions. The cautionary tale with calloused hands. What they had never inquired about, what I had deliberately kept veiled, was that Ashwood Rise Farm had become the quiet heartbeat of America's most demanding kitchens. 21 Michelin-starred venues, 10 James Beard Foundation honorees, and a roster of billionaire private chefs who paid six-figure annual retainers for exclusive first pick. Last year cleared $3.1 million. The secured advance they waived? $50,000 in crisp bills Dad had pressed into my palm the afternoon I took possession, saying only, "This is my vote of confidence. Never let them turn it into chains." I could have ended their certainty with a few taps on my phone, opened the client dashboard, revealed the escrow confirmations, the ironclad non-disclosure agreements. But words had never moved them. Only irrefutable, broadcast-level proof ever would. I leaned against the counter. Appraiser's visit scheduled for Thursday. 8 a.m. sharp, Lauren answered, already mentally drafting her victory email. I'll be present to protect the estate's position. Thursday broke cold and clear. Lauren arrived in a navy wool suit that screamed boardroom. Mother brought a thermos of chamomile and the patient certainty of someone watching a slow-motion car crash. The county's principal agribusiness assessor, Elena Torres, climbed out of her truck with a rugged tablet, a handheld spectrometer, and the quiet competence of someone who routinely appraised vineyards and specialty orchards. "Ms. Hale?" she asked. "Here for the court-directed appraisal." Lauren advanced smoothly. Lauren Hale, representing the secured interest. 39 acres, simple residence, standard polytunnels. County AG comps sit between 9 and 11,000 per acre. This should be quick. Elena gave a curt nod. I'll perform an independent valuation. The inspection lasted nearly 8 hours. She walked every contour. She tested the precision fertigation lines, the geothermal heat exchangers, the hermetically sealed propagation chambers where I nurtured my vanishing heirloom varieties. She documented the vaulted seed collection, 600-plus cultivars, many preserved nowhere else on Earth, and requested my encrypted forward book. Around hour 6 her questions grew pointed. She made several hushed calls. Lauren's scrolling became obsessive, her jaw tightened. "This is far too long for a small farm," she finally snapped. Elena looked up calmly. "This is not a small farm. It's an elite, technology-driven specialty crop enterprise. I'm verifying substantial capital outlays and revenue streams." Revenue streams? Mother whispered, as if the phrase were in another language. Elena turned to me. "May I examine your active supply agreements?" I led her to the former granary I'd converted into headquarters. Lauren and Mother followed like reluctant witnesses. I placed the titanium-bound ledger in front of her. 21 current Michelin star commitments. 32 additional ultra-premium accounts. Tiered premiums for rarities, midnight pearl eggplant, Arctic raspberry tomatoes, stardust fennel. Multi-year lock INS. New client queue, 31 months. Elena read. Her posture changed. She reached the 8th contract, stopped, and murmured, "You're the exclusive source for LaSalle Blue? And Nocturne in Boston. 8 seasons running." She stepped outside for another call. When she returned her voice held controlled excitement. "I've spoken with the state AG valuation director and a national controlled agriculture consultant. We'll require a specialist revisit, but the estimated fair market value is between $6.80 and $8.9 million. The proprietary cultivars, custom-engineered systems, and guaranteed revenue contracts lift it well above standard farmland." The kitchen felt suddenly too small. The wall clock's tick sounded deafening. Lauren tried to rally. "The default is still valid." There was no default. There was never debt. I opened the fire-rated drawer I'd kept locked since Dad's memorial. This is his personal memorandum from that day. $50,000 to Jordan. Investment in her future. No repayment required. She's going to rewrite the story. I laid the document between them. It's dated.
It's direct.
The court will terminate the action.
Elena gathered her equipment.
My report will support dismissal. The claimed amount is negligible against the asset value, and the debt's legitimacy is now in serious question.
She left.
The silence afterward pressed against my ribs. Lauren muttered about reconsideration.
Mother stared at her gloves. I opened the side door. Get out. Stay out.
If you try this again, I'll defend what's mine with resources you can't imagine, and you've just glimpsed how deep those run.
They drove off in stunned quiet.
6 weeks later, the judge struck the case, citing no credible evidence of obligation and apparent bad faith initiation.
Lauren received a formal bar notice. I made one lasting choice.
I had guarded the shadows for years, discretion for my chefs, solitude for me.
But silence had allowed the myth of my failure to live too long. I let the light in.
Granted interviews, permitted drone footage, welcomed film crews. When Gourmet Traveler requested a deep dive into elite farm-to-table sourcing, I unlocked every gate.
The cover story landed in June. Panoramic shots of dawn mist over the high tunnels. Praise from 4-star kitchens. The figures in bold.
Headline: The invisible realm that reigns over fine dining.
I sent Mother one copy. No words.
Just the magazine, flagged to the line. Still nothing but dirt and delusion.
Lauren's letter arrived in July.
Jordan, I accepted the easiest version of you.
I never came. I never asked.
Dad saw your power when I looked away. I'm not expecting instant forgiveness, but if you'll allow it, I'd like to earn a new beginning.
One real visit at a time.
I let it sit on the windowsill for 5 days.
Then I wrote back. Sunday week.
First light.
Bring work clothes, not attitude. We'll walk the fields. You listen. I talk. We'll see if watching becomes believing.
Signed, your sister, if you prove worthy.
They came to claim a wreck.
They left knowing the only wreckage was their refusal to see.
And Dad? He'd known the truth from the very first planting.